line and him, and then give them the rest of the offense as the Giants, they could make the playoffs.
Probably.
Not if McAdoo's coaching.
That's true too. You need Belichick.
No.
You need Belichick.
Yes, Belichick has proven he can win with Jacoby Brisket and with
Jimmy Garoppolo and Matt Castle.
And anyone he throws in there.
Matt Castle.
You do need...
Yeah.
You need
So
him.
what you're saying is that Tom Brady is a system QB?
No. Because
Wait, I just...
Tom Brady
As
is a
much as I
perfect
hate him-
QB for the perfect system, and it's a match made that very rarely happens.
As much as I hate him, even though Garoppolo went in there and won 3 out of 4 or whatnot, Tom Brady puts up huge numbers.
Wait,
Garoppolo didn't put up huge numbers.
To completely counteract what you're saying, though. Matt Castle put up huge numbers. Went 11-5 and still didn't make the playoffs.
He got a huge contract out of it to Kansas City, though.
He did,
That
and
he
that
did do.
sucked.
That he did do.
but that's gotta be
And then
nice.
he
Like,
pulled the
I
Ryan
just became like a
Fitzpatrick.
100 millionaire, and now I can go back to revert to being terrible. He went Super Saiyan.
The Ryan
himself
Fitzpatrick.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. I just got paid? What? I don't
All right.
want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt anymore.
Bench me, coach. Bench me.
All
It's
right.
like Blue Mountain State, the guy that's always trying to ride the bench. He's like the perfect... What's his name? What was that kid called?
I don't remember his
Great
name
character.
either.
He is definitely Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's what he must have been like in college at Harvard too.
Probably. No, because I got to play to get to the NFL.
Yeah, but once he got to the point where he was like a prospect, he's like, oh yeah, get in there.
Yeah,
get in there.
Wait, no, coach. I know we're down by 31, but don't you think we should run the ball? All right, going from one 51-point game to the next. Eagles 51, Broncos 23.
Broncos are in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they, or are the Eagles just that
The
damn
Eagles are good, but
good?
the Broncos just desperately need a quarterback.
I was just looking at something today. You know those crazy people that get prediction tattoos for their teams.
Yeah.
Guy got an Eagles tattoo. It says 2017 through 2020 NFL champions. And the tattoo was really bad, too.
Wow.
The letters aren't lined up. The beak was all messed up. But it's like, you have confidence in your team.
Well,
like,
as we know, people make bad decisions.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
3 years in a row. You think
Four.
not only...
That's four.
Yeah,
17,
4 years,
18, 19, 20.
You think
and,
that's...
and first of all, the championship is 2018.
Yeah. Yeah, there is no 20... We already have a 2017.
Yeah, it's the Patriots, unfortunately.
They got 3. Yeah.
Already inaccurate.
Yeah.
That could have been the tattoo artist's fault, though, if he wasn't a sports fan. He just, it's 2017. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Top of the
I'm
East
sorry,
Coast.
I was eating a Snickers.
All right. Milky Way.
Milky Way?
Yeah.
A Milky Way.
I was
my
eating
bad.
a Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Going to another team that's disappointing. The Titans 23, the Ravens 20. Titans we thought were going to be dominant.
Yeah,
They suck.
they can't seem to get it together. Mariota looks healthier again. He's running around quicker than.
Want to know
he
what's
was the past few
frustrating, though? Having Delaney Walker on your fantasy team. Because, like, 1 week he doesn't do well, and you're like, you know what?
Let me
Maybe
bench
I'm
you.
gonna, maybe
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
yeah.
no,
Boomer
maybe I'm gonna
bust.
drop
Classic.
you. Oh, but you're playing a bad defense. Let me, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to you, and then he gets you 16 points, and then the next week it's garbage, and then he's like, oh, you know what? You're playing Cincinnati. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna play 16 points. So he's like up and down. He's up and down. Cardinals 20, 49ers 10. Man, that game must have sucked.
There's a fight in that game, too.
Yeah. That game was
Didn't involve the Honey Badger?
was not super fun to watch. I watched part of it.
Matthew?
I didn't watch any of it.
I don't think it did.
That was a sideline thing, I think.
I didn't
You got me some good fantasy points though.
really, because Andre Ellington got me garbage.
Well, that's because AP got like 37 carries or something.
Yeah, I got a notification. Oh, they're going to look at Andre Ellington quite a bit. Yeah, right. 2 catches. No rushing yards.
Good insight, guy.
Yeah. Thanks, Matthew Berry.
Yeah, you get your own show for this? Are you,
You know
kidding
what?
me?
Fantasy football experts are the new weathermen.
Yes, they're the bona fide guessers. What is this?
They're the new weathermen.
And the thing is that with weather, they could just be like, oh yeah, it dissipated, right? With a football player, they just be like,
Yeah,
he had a really bad game.
Yeah, he dissipated.
Yeah, he just
They're
didn't
just
come out to play
saying
today.
He poofed.
Yeah.
So they're giving like Kenyon Drake like 11 points against the Raiders.
I don't even know who that is.
Right. It's ranked like 147.
They give Cooper Rush points. Like, no, he's not playing. He's a backup.
I'm pretty sure that's just like an algorithm that just is like, oh, what's their percentage of getting any points?
Yeah.
If Dak gets anything short of, his both legs broken, then
He's getting 1 point.
yeah.
I mean, Jeff Janis can get you at least $150 guaranteed every week just for fielding the kicks.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we got Redskins 17, Seahawks 14. Fun fact, if you were paying attention to fantasy football, because you have Kirk Cousins, he had negative points at the half and didn't have more than 3 points at the end of the third quarter.
Brock
I have to start
Osweiler got
next week.
single digits. Desperate QB situation.
That $17 million man.
Yep. Raiders 27, Dolphins 24. Man, how bad are the Dolphins?
They're bad.
They've given up.
Cutler actually played a really good game.
How
It wasn't bad for him.
Well,
He had over 300 yards, like 3 touchdowns, and no picks. That's amazing for Cutler.
I just want to
They
ask,
still lost.
how bad do you have to be to where your team gets hurt, or your quarterback gets hurt, and then you have to resign to the fact that you have Jay Cutler, and then he kind of plays well, and then you get disappointed because he gets hurt, and then Matt Moore comes in, and you're like, you know what, we should just stuck with Matt Moore, and now you're disappointed that Cutler's back. Like, it's
But no, that loss wasn't Cutler's fault. That was just...
Colin must have been sitting there and be like, man, this feels like Chicago.
Yeah.
It's windy. Oh no, that's just us blowing.
No running game, and
Ouch.
the defense is just...
Well,
not
they had a
looking
running game until last
good.
week.
Yeah. Where they traded
J.O.
Ajayi
bye-bye.
for pennies. Wish I had known that he was going that cheap.
I'd have bought 2.
Yeah.
Color had like one decent season with Denver, right?
He had a couple with Denver and a couple with Chicago.
It's been a while.
And then the Monday night game, the Lions 30, Packers 17. I want to say at the beginning of the season, I said the Lions were going to make the playoffs, and you guys all called me stupid.
Yeah, well, that was before,
I didn't call you stupid.
the Packers
I don't
lost
think I called you
Rodgers.
stupid. I thought...
Even before, they were
I just
still
said I
playing
thought
really
Vikings
well.
were above them, and I still kind of think that because the Vikings are looking pretty good still.
Matthew Stafford deserves to be the highest paid player in NFL history.
I'm going to strongly disagree.
Good one.
No one cares about your disagreement.
Because OBJ's out?
Oh, and the Packers just lost their starting right tackle, Brian Bulaga, for the season, ACL.
Yeah, well. Now
I'm
it can't
sorry.
get much worse.
I'm sorry, you mean Beluga?
Injuries.
Yeah.
The Beluga whale?
Beluga whale.
Yep.
Baby
Beluga. Yup. Going back to second grade music, right? Oh, God. All right. So, is there any team that you can definitively say is the best team in the NFL?
No.
Even though the Eagles are 7-1,
No.
8-1,
8-1.
I don't feel like they're head and shoulders above because the one loss is to a team that the Cowboys just easily disposed of.
It's hard to say. I don't think that you can say that there's one team that's head and shoulders above the rest. I mean, the record certainly indicates Philly, but that being said, I can't name one team where I feel like they're well-rounded offense, defense, special teams
Rams are
across
playing
the
really well.
board where they're definitively separated themselves from the pack.
I think the Rams are not have set themselves, out of the pack or anything, but they're definitely gaining ground on being one of the best teams, if not the best team in the league.
They are surprising.
Yeah.
It helps they're not
Rams-
running an offense that's from the
Rams show the
70s.
importance of special teams. Rams are first in kickoff return average, first in field goal make percentage, fewest punt return allowed, and no extra point misses. Special teams
They got the
plays a
special
role.
teams
That's
wrapped up.
and I don't know if you can really give a comeback player to a rookie from last year that looked like he had no promise.
Why not?
Goff is.
Yeah, of course you
Goff
can.
is really
Oh, yeah,
showing
no,
up
he's
this season.
definitely rebounded. The biggest thing for them is clearly the change in coaching.
I mean, how many times have I alone said it? Why was Colin Kaepernick successful in San Francisco when Harbaugh was there? Because Harbaugh believed in him. Goff has a coach that wholeheartedly believes in him.
Well, and it's also the same thing with Kaepernick.
So when he takes the knee, he's going to start sucking.
No, the players. If the players are coached to their strengths, it will show, and that's clearly what's happening because there's no more Jeff Fisher offense, and it seems like they're like, okay, we have a lot of talent on this team. We might as well start playing and drawing up plays that are going to emphasize this talent. That's what they're doing.
Who is this Todd guy?
Yeah.
He seems a little
30?
Seems a little effeminate.
Yeah.
Boy, can he run fast.
Yeah.
And
Tavon
hard.
Austin is still fast when he gets that ball.
I mean, it also helps when you get Sammy Watkins in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen.
And Robert
Tavon
Woods.
Austin came in and Robert Woods came in and they're both lighting it up. That tells you that Tavon Austin was not really as good of a wide receiver as everyone seemed to think.
No, he was just a good punt returner and like fast.
Certainly one of the most unwarranted contracts in NFL history goes to Tavon Austin.
Oh yeah, it was pretty big. I think if you ask me, the Eagles and the Cowboys have shown that they're the two best teams in the NFC East, and that's not even close. I think the Redskins are a good team, but
Inconsistent.
I don't think they're anywhere near as good as the Cowboys or the Eagles.
No, I agree with you. They could be really. They show really good signs of greatness, and then they really suck.
And the Cowboys are still. I'm with you right now. They're still hanging in there. The biggest concern for the Cowboys is when and if they lose Ezekiel Elliott, because it's gonna be a dagger to them.
Honestly, I know that he is special, but I'm still not all that concerned.
You don't have
You
to be
rely
concerned,
on,
but you
on
can be
McFadden
concerned if it.
and Alfred Morris.
10,000 yards in the backfield.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. You're going off of prior statistics, okay? There is nothing saying that that's going to hold weight come when the actual games are played now. Because what are you going to say if after 2 weeks the run game ceased to exist for Dallas after Zeke goes out?
Then I'll say I'm wrong.
Because that would be my
Do you win
biggest
games if you don't
worry.
have a running game?
It's there. It could be there. But my biggest concern would be you know what you're getting with the Zeke.
It depends on the game. Do I think the Cowboys could beat Atlanta without a run game? Yes. Do I think they could beat the Eagles without a run game? No.
Well, Atlanta is looking more and more average as the.
Exactly, and I'm loving it.
They look very.
Is this not predictable
Very
of the NFC
mediocre.
South? Like, is this not predictable? of
They
that?
haven't had a repeat champion in 9 years.
Well, I guess
They haven't had a repeat conference champion in like 9 years.
But is this not what we're accustomed to with one team? Like, it's like, wow, that NFC South team is really good. Next year, they're the favorite. And then it's like...
Panthers get to the Super Bowl, suck. The Falcons get to the Super Bowl, suck. The Saints, overrated.
won a Super Bowl.
Buccaneers, we all have high expectations for, suck.
Well, they had a pretty good season last year, and they do that all the time. They have a good season, and they're terrible. It doesn't even have to be a playoff run. It just
Damn!
has to be a decent. Just has to be a
Flippy
decent
floppies.
season, and it's just.
I am with you, though, in the fact that Atlanta is definitely looking more pedestrian than they
That's
did.
the exact word that I was thinking.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they even are
A team
a
after
wild
this season.
card. Yeah, they should disband. It's like, screw this. Chick-fil-A's in here, not even open on Sundays. What's the point?
Speaking of which, did you hear?
Yes,
about
damn it, no, this sucks. This sucks.
Yes, it
We're
does.
getting a Chick-fil-A in Albany.
We are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the airport, you have to have a ticket to get to it.
Oh, they can just. Oh, go die.
I'm gonna get a job there for one day. Get my lunch and
You also have to pay for parking.
Oh, then maybe that's ruled out too. Maybe I'm not going to do this. But I was so willing to go through the interview and application process, training, and then get my food and quit.
It'd be easier to just buy a JetBlue ticket to anywhere.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna start posting things on like Craigslist. Be like, anybody flying into Albany International, I will pay you to bring me out Chick-fil-A. I will be waiting outside in my car.
Wait at the gate and like total strangers are coming up. Be like, yo, don't wait before you come through. Can you do me a favor? Can you just run back there and get me some Chick-fil-A and come back?
I want the buttermilk tenders.
Don't worry, I have my order right here.
Do one of those paper football things.
Yeah,
That's
right.
all.
Flick it right at him. Yeah, I got you.
And mouth, that's my order.
Tape it to a frisbee and just toss it. And then,
Hey, you going in there? You going in there? Give me some Chick-fil-A. I'll buy you some too.
Yeah, here's a 20. Keep the change.
Yeah,
Seriously. I just need the chicken sandwich. You don't even have to come back through here. I'll meet you